Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to my stream. Morning. It's morning over here. Hope you're having a great day today. My name is Ace, I'm a hobbyist. I'm here for bricks. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. My name is Ace. I'm a hobbyist. Okay, we're working on a 3D mesh. As you can see here, this is what we got so far. This is our first 3D mesh of the stream. Like since I've been streaming, actually, we got a low poly mesh here. We are clothing them. I've never done clothes before, so it's been a learning process so far. How you doing today? I am here for bricks. We got our pants done, of course. That was the easy part. I've never ever done boots before. I at least got some kind of knowledge on how to make pants right now. This is the basic. Oh, I'm good. Very good. I'm having a great day. Um, we are going to attempt to continue finishing this. Well, not finishing, continuing on. We still got a bit of ways to go before we're done. I had some problems with my graphics driver since yesterday. I updated over the weekend, and it would flicker both of my screens. And if that happens, Blender's out the door. That's crashing. Okay, so I had to go ahead. They just came out with a driver today. Instead of rolling back, I decided to just bet it all on a new driver and see. Hopefully we won't get any crashes today. Okay, that's what I've been doing. We are going to I want to do is we had some trouble with this here. The simulation kind of didn't do the back of the knees right, so we're going to fix that ourselves, and we're going to try to do that. But we're going to get started. We're going to get started right now. Okay. Okay. I got everything together. I guess I do. I didn't do a sound check. Testing. Testing. Looking at the levels. I think we're good. My audio equipment is kind of away from me, so the settings don't really change. I'm sitting on a cushion. I have my compressor where you should put the keyboard, keyboard, and I keep my keyboards on top of my desk. So and my cushion kind of like goes past my chair and into that little slot where you would normally put your keyboard. So as long as I keep that far away, I shouldn't have to do any more sound checks. Everything should be fine. But I normally do sound checks anyway. I want to make sure this. I guess the sound is good. It seems good to me. All right, cool. All right, so that's what we're working on. All right, we used an add-on here to do the pants. They're very low poly. That's what we're working on. We're working on low poly mesh right now. I'm gonna show you real quick. This is what the high poly. The high poly mesh has a little bit more detail. Okay, I don't know why we're loading. What are we doing here, mouse? All right, it's the high poly mesh. As you can see, we're going to bake these details onto the low poly mesh. But this is a lot of polygons, so we are working on the low poly, which is this. It hasn't been smoothed out yet. That's why you can see kind of the the little things here, the little squares. But that's where we're at. We got a shirt, we got underwear, we got pants. Yeah, we used the add-on for the pants, and I opted to do that because you get very natural wrinkles in the like. I don't have to sculpt any of this because of the simulation. Yeah, it's a very thin shirt. Yeah, he's very like we're since I'm not going to he's gonna be wearing something over the shirt. It's meant to just be an undershirt. So I decided not to do anything to this, and the parts that are showing, like he's gonna have a collar, and the shirt is gonna be in between the little opening there where his collar would be. He's gonna have the top buttons, open. That part we're going to put wrinkles there, but all of this won't be shown. But I went on ahead and colored it because this will be more likely to final color here. So we're handsome Squidward. Everyone says Squidward. That's hilarious. That is very funny. Yeah, you're like the second person that said this is Squidward. This looks like Squidward. That's very interesting. I guess he is handsome Squidward. I don't know. I truly don't know. Like I've seen the meme before. I don't. I've never really watched the show. I think I maybe seen like a maybe less than 5 episodes when that show was. I think that well, that show was what late '90s, early 2000s. But yeah, we're gonna get started now. What I'm trying to do here is when I generated these pants, they were stuck behind his the back of his knees for some reason, and it kept doing it every time. So when I pull them out, you get this little garbled, like crushed appearance here. So what we're going to do is we're going to attempt to fix that. And I have a reference here for how the back of pants look like, because that's really not something that you think about, when you're drawing or sculpting. And clothes zip tied, yeah. And there's the clothes. I'm kind of not as good with clothes when it comes to sculpting, but we're going to fix that today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to smooth them out, and then I'm going to put the wrinkles there myself, and I kind of have an idea of how the back of pants are going to look. So we're going to do that. Okay, first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to inflate them further out because we're going to be pushing them back in with the other brushes. So I'm going to inflate them just a little bit. And I'm trying to avoid remeshing them, which would add more polygons. I'm going to try to keep the polygon count low, so we're just going to get like an approximation of a fix here, just as close as possible. We're using this mesh will be used as a reference. It's actually not the final result. I'm doing a web comic, and my plan here is to create meshes for all of my characters in the web comic. I've already written it. I got an entire volume written, and I'm going to use this as reference and pose them in each panel or whatever, and then just all I have to do is just not uh, make them look stiff. That's the only thing that I don't have to worry about when I'm doing panels. And I'm doing it because I want to keep the art consistent, because I naturally improve. If I draw something over and over again, I'm going to naturally improve it. And it's hard for me to try to keep something exactly the same. So, hence the reference. So, we're going to be doing that. I'm going to try to beef this up a little bit. I'm going to leave this alone. I think that's somewhat, I think if I could just draw this and this and maybe put some of the wrinkles here, maybe this and this, just really just break it down to its basic shapes here, then we can just ignore all this other stuff here. All right, so like, I'm not gonna use smooth. I'm gonna scrape. Let's see what happens here. Okay, yeah, it's a little better than before. So we're gonna scrape these a little bit, just a little bit. Uh-oh, you don't want to do that. That's why we beefed them out. We like kind of blow out the pant leg so that way that does not happen. Because if your brushes are strong enough, you're just gonna melt whatever you did and then some. Luckily, we could control Z it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to inflate, and I'm gonna inflate this a little bit so it's away from the calf a little bit more. So we're gonna do that, and I'm using the mouse for this. It's much more. You get a little more precision using the stylus, but since I've learned, this is a newly acquired skill. Like I learned this like within a year, and I'm still learning. But at least I can do I can do a naked body just fine. It's just everything else I'm still kind of behind as far as comparison between bodies and clothing and objects. But we're getting there. I have a basic just down, so I can pretty much from here figure out. I think at least a approximation of what I'm trying to do. I think in theory I could probably do a car. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a car. I think I'll just use like a probably just find something on Google Image, but it would help to have like a basic car, no matter what it, just to have the basic shape there, and then you can just use like pretty much any car. Once you have that shape, that you can have the perspective right, and then you can just draw whatever car you want on there. I think that could work. We'll find out. I'm not sure like exactly how much I want, how many, how much 3D reference I want. Like, do I need? I don't think I need to do a tree or something. I'm pretty sure I can do that without doing it. I'm more focused on the characters themselves. A desk. That's that's just a rectangle. At the end of the day, you shouldn't really need a reference for that. Unless you really want to you really want to nail the perspective. I don't think I have too many problems with perspective, so we're gonna, but we are gonna see what happens. I'll just make whatever I need accordingly for each scene. So I'm gonna ignore these little smaller things, these little smaller wrinkles here. That's just the polygons just messed up. That will actually all that will fix if I just hit remesh, but I don't want to do that. As a matter of fact, hold on, let me just do that. Actually, we're on clothing. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. That's why we don't want to do that. Never mind. So we're not gonna do that. All right. We're gonna leave that be. We're gonna work just like this and just do very little minor alterations and just hope that we have enough form to make it look like pants. So okay, we'll leave it like this, I think, and then I'm gonna do wrinkles, some very very basic wrinkles. That's all I'm gonna need. You know what? Let me get my stylus. I'm gonna get my stylus because I don't want to do this with the mouse. I want to get exactly what I'm trying to do here. Let's see. This is what I'm using, by the way. I found this just now, right before starting the stream. This is what the character is wearing something similar to this, and this is what I'm going to be putting on here. Just these little things right here. These are a little bit baggier. Um, I guess I could add some more wrinkles back there. I think this pants leg is okay though. But we're going to put these in. That's what I'm looking at right now. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the the outer wrinkles, the wrinkles that kind of pop out first, and then we'll go with the ones that go in to the pants leg a little bit. So well, I don't know. Are we doing anything? All right, so it's going to be really subtle. Like I said, I can't even remesh this. It's just going to come apart. Like I don't even know. Let me see. I think it's because I didn't change the voxel size. Let's see. Yeah, I would have to severely increase because look, the sizes went down. We had 6,000 outside around 200. So if I were to go, let's try to. I could just type in that, but I didn't. See, it's a little more form there, but it's still not enough. So we're going to have to like double this, and I'm trying not to do that. Hey, 99, welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a great morning. We're moving on up our mesh here. Okay. Yeah, my graphics driver kept restarting, and it's fairly new. Like it came out like a couple weeks ago. There was one that came out today, and instead of rolling back, I decided to upgrade and see if that solves the problem with it restarting. Because if it restarts, Blender's gonna crash, and I'd rather not have that happen. That's fine for games though. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's for multiple monitors or something like that. I don't know. Normally I wait weeks. Oh, that's great. Yeah. Sounding like that. Yeah, it's very great to get it going in the morning. That's what I like doing. That's what I'm doing now, of course. Um like I have to be like, well, I wouldn't say that, but like if I'm really bitten by like the art bug, then I'll just keep going. Like if I have time, like I'm not going anywhere, I'll just keep going. I think shoot, last time that happened, it's been a while, but I think my longest time that I've drawn was like 2 weeks straight. Like I just woke up, drew something, came home from work, kept continued drawing, and just kept doing that for like 2 weeks. That was actually right before I started learning 3D sculpting. Doing those studies for 2 weeks, I was like, I wonder how. I was like, I wonder how these would turn out. With like a perfect reference. So that kind of got me thinking, and I was like, okay, well, let me try that. And now here we are. And since doing this, I think it's really affected my art too. It's like you've seen the last thing that I drew on stream. It really like all the things that I wanted to do for the final look of the art in the webcomic. It seems to have come together, and I didn't practice any of that. So I've been having strong insomnia lately. I've been using that to figure out my art shit. Well, I hope you get. I hope Well, I hope that some good has come out of that, and that you do get some rest eventually. Insomnia. I haven't had any trouble sleeping lately. So I'm kind of fortunate in that regard. But I think any kind of trouble that I've had probably came from my diet. I would say I don't really drink. I don't drink soda much anymore, and I every now and then I'll have just a little bit of juice, and then 2 big glasses of water. I don't know. I have like a. I think I had a sweet tooth. So just a little taste. It's, I don't know who said that. John Witherspoon. I just need a little taste. Oh yeah, I know. I know 99. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, and there's the whole thing with side effects of medication. You have to deal with that on top of that. That's why I'm really I don't know. I feel like I'd be a little wary if it were me because you're solving one problem but you're creating another with a lot of medications. With the side effects and whatnot. I'd say it's been helping getting projects cleared up. Yeah, the side effects are why I'm trying to power through. It's easy for me to rely on them. Yeah. Now these we can just ignore this. This won't be a factor when we're showing this. We're only looking at the basic shape. I can follow the outer and the inner wrinkles and just call it a day and just avoid all of that. That's not going to really affect anything. If I were using this as a final result, however, like if this was being made for like a game or an animation or something, then this would be a problem. I would think I would just do it. Okay, had a little hiccup there. I think I would just do it like I did the shirt and just mask out a portion of his body and then extract it and just do it myself. And doing it that way would mean I would have to create a low poly mesh because it's going to get a little beefy. Like with the details of this boot here, this boot is like more than his high poly face. Just the face alone, it gets up high. When it gets that high, then you have to make a low poly mesh and bake the details of the high poly onto the low poly, so you don't drag down the scene or the render won't take as long. You're not beefing up your game data or whatever or animation or whatever. I don't know. I've never done animation in Blender yet, but that is something that I want to work on in the future. So we're going to continue on here. Let's see. Hold down Control so it'll go the other way. If you just do it like this, it beefs it up. But if you hold down Control, then it pushes it in. So we're going to do that. Push that in. And I just need to see what's there. It's not perfect. Like I said, we'd have to really beef up the polygons of this. And I mean, and I think maybe I should just do that. Let's see if I take it down to one. Yeah, see, it's still not enough. I'm gonna have to keep going. Now we're at half. So if we're at half, then we'd have to take it below 0.5, I think. So what about, all right, now that number will stay the same. We're gonna control Z it to return it. We don't want to keep remeshing it. And then let's hit remesh again. Okay, see now we're at double, but we're missing some polygons. Look like a bunch of moths just ate his pants off, okay? We don't want that. So what about half of that then? Hmm. Now we're approaching numbers that are the totality of his body. I'm still missing polygons for some reason. But the pants, see how it fixed it? See now it's fixed. Doesn't look garbled. But we have new problems. That's why I'm trying to avoid doing that. I'm just since this is just something that won't be used as is, we can probably just ignore just that back part there. I'm gonna do some practicing with this cloth simulation thing so that this does not happen. Because if it weren't for that, then I'd be okay. I wouldn't even be doing this right now. I would be doing the shirt. But it's only this part, just the back of the knees. So we're gonna have to pay attention to that in the future meshes. I'm working on one off stream too to speed this. I'm trying to get to. I just need 7 of these done so we can start doing pages, and then I can start mixing that into the art rotation. And since it's June, I'm going to try to get some playthroughs this month. Okay, I'm not forgotten about that. This is basically just me doing my hobbies, I guess. But I like playing games too, and I want to stream. I want to go back to streaming them because that's what I was doing before I started writing a webcomic. I just didn't do it. I just didn't really. Um, I made it. I made a list of all my long-term projects, incomplete projects, and potential projects that never got off the ground. Then I know all of mine. I want to do an animation. I'm working on my webcomic, and I guess besides more webcomic things like I'm like this close to storyboarding my animation. Like I can just do it. I'm at the point where I can do it whenever. Okay, I have everything ready to go, and then I would say maybe about that. Well, no, we'll say that much for the animation, and then this much for volume 2 of this webcomic because I have 3 volumes planned. I can do volume 2, uh, pretty much right now if I want it. But I'm still editing volume 1, trying to keep my headspace there for the time being. Once I'm done editing with volume 1, I'm just gonna go right into doing volume 2. Volume 2 might be a little bit longer than volume 1, I think, if um if I got my calculations right. Looking at the page count, not counting art, with not counting pages with there's no dialogue, I'm looking at about just based on the dialogue alone, 50 issues of 23-page issues. If we measure it by Western standards, I'm not sure if manga follows that page count and word bubble per page. I think it's about 210 for 6 panels, according to Alan Moore. I mean, he would know, he's a writer, right? But I mean, those are the numbers that he uses, right? So if we go by that, that's about 50 something issues. Um, with just dialogue. There's going to be, of course, you're going to have splash pages. You're not counting splash pages or just full on pages or pages with no art. You could probably double that to about maybe around 100. Now that's like 100 issues per. If I go by industry standard and do a monthly with 23 pages, which I'm trying to do at least, if I can, my goal is to do daily uploads, but I don't know. That's gonna be a tough. That's gonna be a tough one. But with monthly releases, that's 10 years, I think. No, not 10 years. That's a little less than 10 years. That's about 7 years of uploads. Hopefully, it won't be that slow. But if I can do monthly or sorry daily, then that's only a year of uploads. But that's a lot of work for for a hobby. So, but we'll see. I want to try to keep that pace because I feel like that will help me improve, and that's what it's all about. Just getting better, getting better, just becoming a better artist, and just um, I don't know. That's really it. Really, I'm not really trying to do anything other than that. But that would be nice to be able to finish something in one day, like in one stream. That'd be kind of cool. So you can always up your rate if it takes off and you can invest more. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It takes a lot, to if you want to go that route, it takes a long time and a lot to see any kind of return on a web comic. But if I want to transfer that workflow to something else, I can. If I can do a comic quicker, maybe I can do the animation quicker. Or and also have I do want to do games too, like you guys are doing. You in studio and Bejeweled. Um, I don't know music though, so that's gonna be a big thing there. I think I could, I could probably do a voice work, but it's gonna be, I'm not. That's not something that I'm gonna really. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna try my best, but it's not gonna be something that's, that I'm gonna focus on. Like I don't want to try to be a voice actor or anything, but if there is a role to fill, like in my animation, I could probably like think of a voice or two for an animation. But I think I'm gonna look for actual because there's a lot of people out there who provide voice work for animation. So I'll probably have to go and see if there's anyone who could just do my characters for me. The only like if I'm thinking that I probably could do Dread because I've always done that. Like I know how he would sound or whatever, but it's a little too edgy. I'd rather just have someone else do it. Maybe I'll ask like Young Yeah to do Dread or something. He actually gets voice work now. He's going from reviews to voice work. It's pretty good, pretty cool. I want to see here. I think I might just leave it like this, and then just use if I have to use someone standing. Um, and yeah, making games is there's a lot that you have to. Whoa, sorry, that's one of my reactions. Making games is like from the outside looking in very hire Shadow the Hedgehog to voice him. Oh yeah, what was that guy's name? I don't know. I forget that guy's name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. His name is Shadow. that's that's not his name. His name's not Shadow. The real voice actor's name? Because he does a lot of other stuff too. I don't remember his name. How did I even activate that? Anyways, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to go here and then put respect on his name. Shadow the Hedgehog is his name. Okay, all right. Okay, it's not the same guy who does Sonic, right? Or are we still? Or I just gotta concede and say it's Shadow. Okay. I just need something there. I think we're good. So we're gonna move on. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is save it. It's someone else. Sonic is a different guy. Yeah, I'm not too well versed on the voice actors of or of Sonic the Hedgehog. I know one of the Robotniks died, and of course I know Jaleel White. You know, he was the previous voice of Sonic, but he's not that anymore. Like they don't have him do that. Oops, we got a little error there. Let's go into object mode where this works. This is the add-on that I'm using. And the reason why I'm doing, like I've said before, this simulation here creates natural wrinkles, and it's a lot less work that I have to do. So for outer clothing, we're going to be using this method for now. It's just a little back. I think it's backwards. Maybe the belt's supposed to be like that. I think we'll just maybe I'll leave it and see what happens. But you know what? We don't need a belt, so I'm gonna delete that. I want the shirt to come out a little bit. Where is it? Yeah, there's delete. Of course, it's at the bottom. All right. So we're gonna select all of these. I'm gonna hit Y. You know what? No, I'm gonna hit X so I can see on the side, and then we're just gonna move them all down, and hopefully they all stay in the same spot. Because I've been. Oh, you know what? I know why that happened because I had Snap on. You have Snap on, they'll snap to the nearest mesh, and so I had that off this time. So I already solved that problem. But I was having that. I forgot that I had that on, and that was happening to me. Like if I would move something down, things would snap. Like some of these cards here would snap to various surfaces, and then when I move like this, it'll be out of everything will be out of place. All right, so looks like it's in the right spot. I think the sleeve length is. We'll adjust it. We'll see. It should come all the way up to the wrist bone, but we'll find out here. We'll find out what's going on. I don't know why it's brown, but it doesn't really matter. We can change the color. All right, so we need to do the sewings. I'm gonna sew together the sides here. And this is how you do that. You just click on the end, and then you click on another end, and that should create the sewing. Okay, it seems to have changed the color. All right, so the shoulders are good. So everything should these surfaces should snap together when I hit spacebar. When it's time to hit spacebar, it's not going to happen right now. Like if I hit spacebar now, nothing's going to happen. Uh, but once we generate the mesh, then it'll come together in the simulation. We'll see. Click that this side here. Click it to the other side. We got that side done. It's very simple. The shirts are actually much easier to do than the pants, but I always start with the hardest stuff first. Like I said, and I keep saying every stream, I've never done boots before, so we started there, and then the pants, which are the second hardest. Yesterday I was explaining that if you don't do the pants right and you do the simulation, they'll just fall right off, and they'll slide right off the feet like a little sliding board, and then fall all the way into this gray void, and you just get to watch it happen. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Heal potions. Um, I think I need things here and here. I think that we'll see what happens if we do that. We can always edit this. It's not a final, it's not finalized until I hit finalized cloth. That's the only time it's finalized. And even then, it's not finalized. We can still go back. Okay. So, besides what you have been streaming 99, you been playing anything lately? Telling me this isn't done? I could actually go with this, okay? But I have a lot of experience of using um references that don't exactly line up to what you're doing. So my goal here is to get my reference as close as possible to what I want to draw. Like I said, when I was drawing before, all the concept art for my webcomic, because I have a good size of it done. So remaking these characters in 3D form ain't gonna be a big issue for me because they're already mostly designed. But when I was doing it before, the way I was doing it before I got into 3D art, I was using a lot. I collected a lot of references over the years. I have them all situated in a folder, and but doing it that way, it's like you kind of have to do a lot of extrapolating, I guess, a lot of guesswork. When you don't have a clear understanding of what you're drawing. Like I know what the characters look like, but like I said, I don't really, doing things in perspective and foreshortening and things like that. I didn't really practice that too much, so things are gonna come out a little weird. And the only way, I mean, the way that I know that I can overcome that was, of course, to just keep drawing it over and over, right? Last week, I completed every achievement in unlocking Vampire Survivors and Soulstone Survivors. This morning, I was thinking about starting Koromon. Well, okay, I think that's Biomutant. Biomutant seems like a interesting game. I was thinking about getting that one too. After Image or Pokemon Shield next. Man, I still have to do Sword. I'm still shining hunting in Sword, and because I'm shining hunting in Sword, and I don't have the crutch, okay, the crutch of what Let's Go Eevee has offered me. I'm still doing that. I'm trying to get shiny dragons like I did in Let's Go, and I have not beaten that game as a result yet. And I've had it since what? When did that game come out? 2020? 2019, 2019, 2021, something like that. But I do have I'm using the Matsuda method. I still no luck yet. Yeah, 2019. 2019 I thought was Let's Go. So I remember playing Let's Go in 2019 because that's when I got my Switch that I still have. It's still good. It's probably my favorite handheld of all time, PSP was really been there for me, when I was traveling. It's very fun having that, but it had its and that's only because I didn't get a DS, I guess. I'm not saying it's any better. I think I should have gotten a Nintendo handheld, like a 3DS or a DS. But PSP was there, okay, when no one else was. So, oh, okay. Man, I felt like I was playing Let's Go Eevee for a long time, and I guess not. I really kind of 100% of that game pretty quickly. Actually, no, I didn't. Because they added some stuff. Gary takes over Viridian City's gym. I didn't actually fight him yet, so I have to go in and then beat him real quick, and then it's 100%. But I got the Pokedex field. I think besides, wait, do I have? It's almost a living Pokedex. I'm pretty. There's something that I can't. Was it Was it Meltan and Melmetal? Do I have those in physical form? Maybe I do. I'm not sure. I really hope the new Nintendo is a handheld again. I think I told you I lost all my data earlier in the year. No, you did not. That sucks. How did that happen? Sorry to hear that. You got to get that Pokemon Bank to save them all. Oh no, you got to get that. You have to save them. I thought you had that. You were telling me about that when it came out. Okay, the sewing is done. So we're gonna hit confirm, and then we're gonna hit generate mesh. Did it generate the mesh? Yes, it did. Okay. Oh no. I just noticed. Look, this was backwards. This is where the neckline is, and this is where the back of the neck is. There's a much deeper U here, so we're gonna have to flip this around and then generate the mesh. Not a big deal, but we should have caught that. And I did say that it looks backwards, but I ignored it. I ignored my instinct, and every time I do, I regret it. I've been slowly playing through them again. Yeah, I think when I was building this PC, I was doing sword again, and but I'm still working on the freaking shinies, man. I got a Japanese Ditto though, so it's only a matter of time. It's a 1 in 60 chance. It's just when I fire up that switch, though, it'll probably be during the Zelda franchise playthrough that I have planned for the stream. I got Breath of the Wild ready to go, and I have to find that stuff that you gave me to be able to stream it, but I have it here somewhere. I just gotta look for it. I didn't set it up. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's indeed go. But I hope they do Let's Go for Generation 2 because that was always my favorite generation. And I think not only because of the generation itself, because it's basically Gen 1 as well. So you can go back if they had just done that with every generation, I know it'd be a lot. Okay, I know it would be a lot. Did you not see the trailer for the next Let's Go? No, I did not. I didn't even know. I had no idea. I didn't even know, man. No, I didn't know. Oops. Okay, I generated it, but where is the generation, huh? Why don't I see it? Okay, we have ourselves an issue here. Oh, no, we don't. Never mind. It's just creating the pants over again. We're going to have to delete the pants. So it has the old gen. Well, actually, no, we don't. Yeah, we're gonna have to delete the pants for this one. No big deal. But you know what we should have done was turn this around. Oh, sorry, it's the next Legends game. Did you see that trailer? No, I did not. I haven't seen anything Pokemon. Did they have like a direct somewhere at some like a Sony direct? There was like two directs I missed because either I was doing this or I was editing or whatever. Um, or I was on Minecraft or 11, one of the two. But I know I missed the direct. We're gonna spin that around. Now the sewing should be the same, but I'm gonna check it. All we got to do is get it going. Which is it? Which generation is it? Is it a new gen or is it Well, okay, I'll just say which generation is it because I think if they're not doing a new gen, then it's all old gen. Obviously, obviously. All right, I'm gonna click on that and then pause it because I don't want to play it during the stream. This is on my streaming computer. Give me it's I don't know why it's okay. You heard the. I'm pretty sure you heard the snap. I wish Windows would stop popping up. All right, ZA. Okay, so what is that? Z. Is it Zyguard, whatever the heck it's called? Is that the one? Is that the legend? Is that the legendary? X and Y? XYZA? Wait, okay, so it's not black and white. It's X and Y. I don't know anything about X and Y. Now you got it. Yeah. I know that one. Um Zygarde and They already did Arceus, so what's the other A? I don't know the other one. I only know Zygarde because that guy who did the realistic Pokemon drew that. And is that the green snake, the big green snake? Is that the one I'm thinking of? This is the A. That is the A. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that generation too well, but I can guess. Can definitely guess. Okay, the sewing is the same. I just wish it didn't reach it didn't do another pair of pants. But that's okay. We're just going to delete that pair of pants. Yes, the snake. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Like he had like the funny thing is I know I beat Z twice. I don't remember a damn thing. The story is pretty nothing. I mean, the story is everything you've done along the way, right? You're the friends you made along the way. That's what it always was about. You get the gym leaders, and then you enter the championship. I mean, what else happens? It's just whatever team, criminal organization, okay, is you're at odds with. That's really it. What they got? What they got? A building you got to go in and beat them all in a Pokemon match and or a power plant or something or some kind of secret organization that they're doing. It's literally the same story the entire time, and I don't think Pokemon was known for its story. Actually, you know what? You only really get more story when you get the third game, right? Out of every generation, like Yellow, they expand upon all the Team Rocket stuff. Uh, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they expand upon that even further with the extra islands and the other Team Rocket island headquarters. Um, Crystal, of course, you get more with the legendary, the Suicune stuff. I know that much. I never played Crystal, but I know that they added more to the story with that. And something with one of the gym leaders in Crystal and Celebi and all that. I know yeah, I know that's a thing. But that's where my knowledge ends. Okay, I don't know what they changed in Emerald in regards to what's that, Ruby and Sapphire, I guess, or Diamond and Pearl is the one I know nothing about. I know that it exists. That's it. Diamond and Pearl is like like the super secret, hidden uh area of Pokemon that I don't know anything about. Diamond and Pearl must have come out when I wasn't in this country because I don't know anything about it. I don't know what Pokemon are in it. I don't even know what is that, fifth gen, sixth gen, something like that. ZY, Sun, Moon, and White Black have way more story than the old games. Yeah, I know, but my point was that you get a little more story with the third game when there if there is a third game. I don't think well, Sun and Moon, they have a whole they have sequel games too. It's not just a third game. They have like a what's that, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? That's like their next thing. You know, you got Black 2 and White 2, and then you got Alpha and Omega, whatever the heck. Alpha Ruby and Sapphire. Like now instead of like having a third game, they just make sequel games for both versions of Pokemon. So it's the same concept, but you just get an extra game out of it. Yeah, it's weird how they do it. Yeah, it is weird how they do it. They should just make an online game and then just do expansions. It would be like the best thing ever. All right, generate mesh. Okay, we're gonna do it again. I gotta bring this mesh back. Can I just delete this now? Because I don't need another pair of pants. Oh no, that's the whole thing. Okay, of course. Okay, how about I do this? How about we go into edit mode then? I can't be stopped. Oh wait, what? Maybe I can be stopped. All right, that's how we're gonna delete it. Not like that. Where's my box select? Where is it? Where is it? No, seriously, where is it? I don't see. Well, I could select everything, but we don't want to do that. I just need. Okay, we'll worry about that later. We'll worry about that later. We're gonna go back to object mode. When I create the jacket, I'm gonna delete the second pair of pants, and it should be easier to do that once it's fully generated. We're not going to do it in this form because it's all grid and faces and edges and vertices. We don't want to do that. All right. So we're just going to ignore what the pants look like now. We already have our pants. All right. We already got the pants. Uh, we did the generation, right? So I'll just hit spacebar now. Oh yeah, we should have moved this jacket. Okay, we got a bit of lag here. I'm not worried about what the pants did. That's wrong. I'm only worried about the shirt. The shirt's jacked up. Okay, it was not this slow yesterday, but we're going to let it go. At least it's moving. We can see it moving. Also, I need to finish Fusion still. Too much Pokemon stuff. Yeah, I mean, I fell behind, of course. I'm still on Sword. I'll be real. I'm following along, but I have no idea what's happening. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. It's I'm creating clothing. This is the simulation cloth, okay? Like I said, I'm doing it this way because when it flows around the mesh, it creates its own natural wrinkles, and that's one more thing I don't have to sculpt. When I make this shirt, the only thing I'm gonna have to worry about is the lapel, the collar, and cutting that V, and then just sculpting the flap, and then of course the pockets. That's it. So it really cuts down the time. That's why I'm doing it this way. It cuts down the time for me of things. Cuts down the amount of things that I need to sculpt. Okay, at least we can stop it at any time, despite the lag. I want to get rid of these this stuff here. Blender gets a little laggy. It's one of the reasons why I was looking into other 3D programs in case lag became a problem. I am still not opposed to looking for an old ZBrush license because that is literally the best option. It was the easiest one for me to learn, and it's super easy sculpting in ZBrush. Of course, I've been working in Blender, but it won't take long to shake the rust off in ZBrush, and I can go as far as I want. The only thing is when I if I Z remesh in ZBrush, it's gonna come out a little bit higher in polygon count when I switch it to Blender because we are gonna continue using Blender no matter what. My workflow ends in Blender, but now I'm doing everything in Blender, so it's starting and ending in Blender. But I'm still like I still got ZBrush in the back of my head. Like I don't know, man. I think I might have to try to. Okay, so all right, so this isn't bad because we can bring the shirt beyond his undershirt. Not a big deal. We got a little seam issue there. That's not a big deal either. That's an easy fix. But the problem here is our lower sleeves. These sleeves need to wrap around our arm, and they're not doing that. And of course, we're going to bring down the shirt when this is all said and done. We're going to bring it down to below his groin because that's how long the shirt is going to be. And then we're going to widen it. Thanks a lot for stopping by, 99. Yeah, I got about 40 more minutes anyway, so you're not going to be missing a lot. Hope you have a great work day, okay? I'm going to attempt to finish this shirt while I am on the stream, of course. All right, so we got to fix those sleeves. Okay, we can leave that on. What I want to do is we're going to bring the cards back, or whatever they're called. I'm just calling them cards because they kind of, I don't know. That's like the closest thing to hair cards. I know a little bit about hair. I did practice some hair when I was learning how to do this stuff. What I did was I masked out the scalp, and then I would just put and I'll make that its own mesh, and then just put the particles on that part, on that mesh, on that scalp mesh. And I guess you could color that scalp that you extrude the same color as the hair, so that way there's no you can't see into the scalp because that's not really a thing unless you have like a character with hair loss, you know, and you can kind of see their hair is thinning, so you can see into their hair to into their scalp. If you have someone who still has their hair or has like a very thick volume of hair, then what I would do is color the scalp that I extrude the same color as the hair. So that way if you see into it, you can't really see the scalp skin. It's just whatever the hair color is. So it kind of hides it, you know, so that way you don't have to put a lot of particles. What is that down there? Jacket. What is that? Is that the belt? What's that down there? Or, you know, I'm gonna avoid that. We'll delete whatever that is down. We're gonna delete that. Can I spin the thing? What the heck is going on here? Hope there's not a Windows update or something. Anyways, okay, we know what to do. Oh, you know what? I do know what to do. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. All right. So what I was thinking was, since we're having trouble with the lower sleeves here, let me try to bend. I forgot to do this. Is to edit the bend and try to help the program wrap them around a little bit there. They're a little bit off. We should probably move them closer to the arm right here. But I'm gonna try this and see if that helps. We're gonna bend them around the arm. Kind of forgot to do that, but that's okay. It's a really simple thing. I'm gonna do the torso as well. I'm trying to bend it around the torso a little bit. Confirm it. Now I'm gonna hit it again. Okay. That's looking like it worked. Don't just ignore the second pair of pants. I don't know why. I didn't change anything with the pants. It should have just wrapped around again, but for some reason they didn't. So don't worry about the pants. That's nothing. We're gonna delete those pants. I don't know why it keeps creating. I'll try to make them separate. I'm not really sure how to do that yet, but it should be. We already have the pants done. Making a jacket should just make the jacket, but for some reason it makes the entire mesh again for whatever reason. I'm not sure why that happens. Okay, so it looks like that this might be the way. I don't even think that we have to regenerate the mesh and make the sleeves longer. We could just probably just grab this and pull this down to the wrist, up to the hand. Spinning around while it's calculating all the simulation here. Yeah, we could just beef that out. We can blow that out with the inflate brush. So I think we got it. Hey, what's going on? Come on. Okay, there we go. Spin around. Spin around. I could stop it right here. You know, I think we're good. That shirt isn't going anywhere. So let's do that. My graphic card was activating. I could hear it. Activating, okay. All right, so we got a shirt now. We got a shirt. That's good. That's cool. Now let's I'm gonna save it first of all. All right, so let's finalize the cloth. I don't want to see our pants. Our pants is breeches 1. Breeches 3 is that what we did just now? Okay, so what's breeches 2? Okay, so we got 2 shirts for some reason. We have 2 shirts and 3 pants. These are the pants we sculpt. We're gonna keep those. I want to take them down real quick. That has to go, and then one of these have to go. Let me delete this one. And we have 1 and 2. All right. We're gonna keep this shirt, but get rid of these pants. I don't know why. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. See, when I generate the pants, they kind of suck into the back of the leg here, and I'm not sure why. But we can just pull them out when we sculpt. Now I made it all one. We're gonna fix that though. We're just gonna delete these jacked up pants. Now, is there any way? Oh yeah, select box. Here we go. It came back to me. I kind of forgot before. All right, so we're gonna go into orthographic view. We make sure we did not select that. Uh-oh, hold on, we messed up. We messed up. We got to get a bigger box. We need a bigger box. We don't have everything, but it's okay. We're going to delete what we can. I want to delete everything. Okay, it's probably a better way to do this, but we're just going to do this a couple more times. Okay. All right. I'm going to hit X. I want the faces gone. Okay. I want them all gone, but I'm going to do faces that time. X. How about edges and face? Oh, no. See, we didn't get everything there. We still have some weird stuff that I can't coats. Okay. Can't I just say delete everything? Is it edges? I can't even select that. Is that part of? Yes, it is. Okay. Selecting everything, of course. Oh, I know why. Because I don't have this. All right. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that I have to keep in mind here. There, that'll do it. Now, and those are edges. Delete them. There we go. So many things to keep track of. I still have a lot of things to keep track of in this process, but we're gonna get there. All right, we're gonna get there. All right, so we have one right there, as you can see. I'm gonna delete that as well. Let's see, edges. There we go. Whoa, hold on. Control Z that. I want to make sure because I saw something move. I think it was just this over here, but I want to make sure I didn't get anything on the jacket. If we were to delete something on the jacket, we could restore it, but I don't want to, create more steps. Okay. I'm gonna move around a little bit more. I think we got everything. No, we did not. Got an edge right there. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna hold shift and see. Can I? Oh, you can. Look at that. This is what I should have done. And there's more things. X. Those are vertices. Yeah. Select everything, please. if we didn't have to, if they were separate, I would have just hit Shift A and then just cleared it. But since they put it with our jacket that we want to keep, we got to go into edit mode and then physically select everything. That's the first time I've done that. I didn't know I could select everything. So sorry, I guess. Like I said, we're still learning here. We're still learning the medium. But I think we're doing all right. All things considered. All right, so now we have a jacket. We have a jacket and we have pants. Boom. Nice and simple. All right, so his shirt is kind of sucked in, right, and blown out in the front. That's why you'd have a belt there normally if this is where you wanted to stop. But we're going to extend this further. Extending it, of course, is going to be a little bit more of a obstacle for the back, but for the front, we should be fine. All right, so now that we have a separate pants and separate shirt mesh here, I'm going to name them finally. I'm just going to call them pants. Quick and easy. All right. And this is, of course, the shirt. Okay. There. We got a shirt, we got a pants. Save it. Before we do anything, though, I'm going to stretch this down and then stretch that down. And we're not going to do anything more than that because there are some things that are going to go over. Well, he's going to have some kind of load bearing equipment on his shirt. Okay, since that's tight on the body, I want to kind of sculpt around it. The fact that we have to create that's the easy part. I just want to I'm looking at my reference here of someone wearing said equipment and I'm trying to determine what I should do first. Not a big deal. I think we have it under control so far. I'm just thinking about how I want to go about it. We definitely have to cut a deeper neckline here. All right. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should just do the LBE last. I think we'll be okay with that. So let's go into. Wait, are we on the shirt? Yeah, we're on the shirt. Okay. Let's go into sculpt mode. First thing I want to do is increase the sleeves. I'm going to raise the radius, of course. Maybe a little more. And you know what? Let's increase the strength too, because I got to pull this all the way down. Hang on. X and X. We want to turn on symmetry. That way we can do both sleeves at once. Yeah, that's fine. Stretch it down all the way to the wrist. Okay. We don't want it to look like his shirt shrunk in the wash. Okay, we don't want that to happen. And honestly, if I wanted to get real cute with it, we could cut the sleeves off and have them rolled up. I'm not opposed to that because they're in a hot environment, so it's not a lot of people are going to wear their sleeves down. But I think we'll go with this for now. We can always just take the shirt off and then just use whatever definition is on the arm that's there, and just draw that. So it's not really a big issue. We're going to continue with the sleeves. Maybe it's cold. I don't know. It's cold now. We're just gonna get it up to right where his wrist ends, and then and then the sleeve should be good after that. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's save that. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is we're on the shirt, right? Let's get it to about right here. I'm gonna pull the shirt out. We don't want to grab the sleeve. I just want to pull it out so we can get it over his butt. And then we can just yank it down. Because when we yank the front down, the back, I want it to match with the back. Yanking the front down will be easy, so we're going to do the back first. We were already doing the back first. That was obvious. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make sure that we keep the shirt even. Okay, it shouldn't be very much obstructing it. We're going to do when we do the load bearing equipment, like there's gonna be a belt here and some straps, right? We will push in the shirt where the straps are, so it looks like the straps are holding the shirt to his chest. All right, that'll most likely be a project for tomorrow, and then we're gonna do the collar and the pockets and whatnot, and then after that, I think we should be good as far as the clothing is concerned. The polygons are low enough to where we don't have to remesh them, and then we'll continue on. I don't think I've done. No, I did do textures, but they were very simple textures. The next phase of doing this mesh will be we're going to be in a little bit of inexperienced territory, I would say. So our learning process. We're going to be learning on the fly, and then from going on through the textures and the hair. I know the hair kind of, but we're going to be doing a refresher slash learning of that as well. And then there's rigging. We're going to rig it as well. And then after that, we can probably start doing what I've done with rigging before. You can control every part of the face. So you can make them like, like that. And then, we can start doing character concepts. Or honestly, since we're still kind of getting a solid workflow down for the mesh, I might just go into the next mesh, and then we can put all of the drawing stuff on the back end when we have a very good grasp of this, and we can just blow through these over and over. I want to get 7 characters, as I said before. That's all I'm going to need for the very first scene of the comic. It's already written, and I kind of know how the panels are going to be, how the panels are going to look, and how the story is going to look. So it's literally just putting the panels in the right place, um, putting the right amount of words so it's not like walls of text, things like that, and then just coloring and posing and getting the scenes together. But that's further down the line. We're on the mesh still, so let's not even worry about that right now. What I have to do next is there's baking, there's unwrapping, UVs and all that. That part is like, I've followed tutorials with that, but I don't think I've done unwrapping in Blender yet. I've done it in ZBrush. You just do the clone, you create the clone, and you unwrap the clone, and then you take that, and then you have the unwrapped UVs. Basically, you don't unwrap your actual mesh. You make a clone of it, you unwrap that. That's how it was done in ZBrush, but you don't. I don't think that's the way it's done here. I think we're actually unwrapping the actual mesh here. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know anything about unwrapping. I did some light baking. I did do that, but I don't really know how I did that. I think you just go into the, what was it, the modifiers here, and then just add the, I mean, you would shrink the details or something like that over this, and I don't know, I don't remember. But I did do at least one bake high poly textures on the low poly at least once when I was doing when I was trying to figure out, my workflow up to this point before I started streaming. I did it once, but I'm not sure if that's the way I'm going to be doing it because I don't remember what I was following when I did that. And I was looking at some tutorials on how to do it, and I'm not sure if that's the way it's going to be done, but I'm going to have to do it in some way, shape, or form. All right, so this is we're gonna have to inflate this. Let's see, but we have to inflate this and then make it more less hourglassy. This is not how the shirt is gonna be. Right now, we're just pulling it down to about right here, and then we can go on. Oh yeah, and we have to. You know what? We can probably make a triangle here as well because that's the way these types of shirts are made. They button up in the center, and there's no buttons in the bottom. Normally it's uniform, but I guess we can kind of give it a little part. Give it a little pizzazz. We'll worry about that later. Right now, we're just worried about the basic shape of the shirt. So we're going to go down just a little bit. Keep pulling it down so it's nice and even. It's going over his backside there. Keep it going. These types of shirts are about this long, so this is what we're going to go with. Right now it's cut like almost like a dress. We'll fix that though. Yeah, do it from all sides. Yeah, we can probably push this in a little bit. It really does look like that, but it's okay. All right, that's about enough for the back, or sorry for the front. Now we just got to push the back down just a little bit more to match, like a maternity shirt or something. All right, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I actually don't know if that's, yeah, maybe. That's what it kind of reminds me of at a glance. I don't know. All right, so inflate. Now we're gonna inflate the rest of the shirt so that way we can make it a little more straighter with the torso. They're not made to be form fitting, so this little hourglass shape is it's got to be more straight, more like a cylindrical instead of conal. And we can do the sleeves, the inside there. Oh, we got a little bit here. Okay, so we still have the just little small armpit area here. We can inflate that. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna check for more holes here of any kind. It's a little too form fitting. I guess his chest is really like busting out the front there a little bit. We're gonna try to like break up that shape a little bit. Oh, get rid of those. Okay. Let's see. See if we can kind of create our just a little bit of wrinkles there for the time being. Not really. We don't want to. Okay. We don't want to make it a little too bloated. All right, so we're gonna take the back, the small of his back here, the arch, and we're gonna it's gonna yank that out right there. Yank it out. We don't want it to be any wider than this part of his back here. And it would help if we lined it up some. And we're just making it more closer to his form here. Just a little bit. Okay. That isn't so bad, I think. Maybe we can push in the stomach a little bit. We're trying to make it look a little bit more natural, but not too form-fitting. Sleeves might be a little too tight. Maybe we can pull those out a little bit. All right, we'll just inflate that. That's not a big deal. Okay. Lower radius. And we'll fill those in. Boom. Big bada boom. Wait, hold on. That. It's always important to check both sides because the symmetry doesn't always do both sides the exact same way for whatever reason. So it's always good to give your character a little spin or whatever you're doing to make sure that it all matches up on either side. We got to pull that part out there. I could have inflated it, but I'm pulling it out. I don't think it's really pulling out, to be honest, but it is getting rid of what we're. Oh, it's inflating. That's why. I thought I had the grab brush. I'm sorry. Hey, he's got clothes now. Yeah, yeah. Welcome, realness. Hope you're having a good morning. We're going to be wrapping it up here in about 20 or so minutes, but yeah, we're getting it. We got the boots done, we got the pants done, and we're working on the top, of course. We're getting there. And I don't have to do much to it because these natural wrinkles have already set in thanks to the simulation. And I mean, really, there's really not much that needs to be done. I think these would work as clothes. Let me save it, and then we're gonna continue with that. All right, it's got a little bit of form fitting on the sides here. We're going to make it a little more cylindrical. Okay, got a little bell bottom shape here. We're gonna push it closer to his body. Okay, so far so good. I'm gonna pull this out just a little bit. Okay, a little too cylindrical, if I must say. We're still got to put his load bearing equipment on, so we're going to make it so that it's tighter around the belts and straps. But right now we're just getting the shape of his shirt going. All right. Okay, you know what? Now we're gonna get a little bit closer to what we're trying to achieve here. So let's go into edit mode real quick. All right, I'm not so worried about that. I want faces. All right. Hmm. I think. All right, so there's going to be a little part here because I think the buttons will start here and go up. You're not going to see the buttons because there's a flap that covers them. But we're going to do his collar. We're going to come at that. We're going to triangle this down so you'll see his undershirt underneath. And we're going to triangle this up. Okay, because there's a part here. And then there's the collar and the straps and the belts, and then after that we can shape it around that stuff. So what I'm going to do, oh, we got some problems here. We'll fix that later. I just noticed that right there, the little missing polygons there. Actually, you know what? We can fix it right now. It's not really a big deal. Pants. So object mode, pants. I'm gonna select the pants, and then we're gonna go into scope mode, and we're gonna take the inflate, deflate button. If you hear uh, a lawnmower, someone's mowing the grass. Forgive me. So we're just gonna erase those real quick. I don't know if you can hear that. I'm pretty sure the noise gate will prevent that, but I'm not really sure. I didn't really fully test it. I know that I can hear myself when I stand over by my window, but that might be because I'm in the room with you, with the mic, not with you. I mean, you're over there, I'm here, and so don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah, we're going to. All right, so I think that. Wait, hold on. We got some. We got something there? Yeah, I think we do. No, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do. Okay, just a little thing there. Okay, that's not the intended effect that I was going for. Can I just pull that out? All right, that's fine. I'll just push it in. Fine. All right, I'm gonna get the heck away from there. That there's nothing we can do about that without adding way more polygons than we need. I don't want to do that. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Anyways, okay, I'm looking at this as a whole. Right. We're gonna go back to edit mode. Oh, hold on, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Select the shirt and then go into edit mode. Boom. What we got? What we got going? I'm gonna try my best to make this look like a triangle. We don't have the proper shape because we stretched this down. If this was like this up here, and we could add it, I could actually add more if I wanted to. I'm just not gonna do it because we'll do it this way and then just stretch it into the shape that we're going for. I think that will work. Well, I don't know. That's gonna be a weird shape, but we'll try it and see what happens. It'd be a lot easier to do a triangle if it was like this, because then, well, not really, because you would still have a two triangle pinnacle there or cap, but it's okay. We'll see what happens. I'm going to delete the faces. Let's go into object mode, or sorry, sculpt mode, and then we're going to try to. Yeah, maybe okay. It looks like they can be stretched into a triangle, so we'll do that. Let's try that. It might be better to pull this corner back and this corner forward, and we're just gonna bring it in. We're just gonna slowly bring it in until it's a triangle. Yeah, that was actually easier than I thought. Okay, cool. Like I said, we're in uncharted territory here. I'm just trying to work out whatever, trying to achieve whatever look that I'm going for, and figure out a way to do it. There, that should work. I think. All right, let's save it. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing for the collar. We're going to bring it down. And then from there, I think we can just extrude a collar around him and then inflate a little bit, and that should be good, really, as far as the basic form of a shirt. Okay, now we're gonna go back into edit mode. Yeah, all right. Okay, this isn't even. We'll make it even. We already know we can shape it into any shape that we want because we just did it. So let's try this. I should remove these two squares, but I don't think it would matter. We just want to make a semi. Oh wait, no, yeah, we should because the triangle's upside down. We were about to we were about to do a right side up triangle. That's not right. Whoops. All right, so well, the collar would start about right here where the neck ends and the traps begin. Was it trapezoid, trapezes? I forget. But anyway, that's where it's going to start. Is where the neck ends. So we're going to try to create a shape similar to that. I think we'll do it that way, and then we'll do this. Try to keep it. We don't have to keep it even because we can just shape it however. We'll do something like that. And for some reason, these aren't symmetrical. So I'm gonna take that too. We might have to go further down. He looks wide. The shirt makes him look mad wide, but that's okay. Like I said, when we make the belts and the straps, we're gonna shape the shirt around those. All right. So it's not gonna be just like this super. And these shirts do make it look like that, at least on some people. They're pretty baggy, even for the era. He shops at Foot Locker in 2004. Yeah, yeah. He looks like a character from The Wire. Well, actually, no, they wore way bigger stuff than this, but yeah, that was something that I didn't. I don't know. The shirt I got on is kind of big because this was like a gift or whatever. It was like somebody was like, yeah, I got this for you. Like, oh, all right, I just wear it around the house. But yeah, going in those areas in DC in real life, that's all you see is just a sea of white robe like T-shirts. It was a very strange sight. I think it's a little bit too big for my taste, but yeah, I do remember that was a thing. I don't think people do that so much anymore, but I could be wrong. I haven't been down there in a long time. Let's see. Oh no. All right. Do we need to go further down? My homegirl for DC looked at me like I was stupid when I asked this. Yeah, nah. It was like that. I've seen it personally. I was like, I'm not going over there, but it was at least 20 people on a corner, all dressed the same. I know people live in DC, but where? I couldn't tell you. It wasn't my area. I was brought there. It was one of those situations where you just end up there. Through someone else. It's not a place I would just go. I don't know anybody in that area, but people I was with did. So hello, that's how I ended up there too. Yeah, it was like yo, I'm like yo, you ask yourself, what am I doing here right now? I don't know nobody here. That what the heck? Let's see, okay, let me you got to be vouched for. You probably shouldn't be there. Like that's where we were at this point in time. That's where we were headed. I was like, oh man. I think is that deep? Well, we can just form it, so it doesn't really matter. Let's X and then delete the faces. Okay. All right, so we got to go deeper because we can't really. Well, actually, we don't. We could just form it. Like I keep saying, the whole time I was wondering where all the houses were. Oh, they're there. Like I can't tell you how I got where I went. I really don't. I really don't remember. I just know I was there one day. I was just there. There were houses. I'm not sure exactly where. You know, I mean, obviously, you don't go, to where everyone thinks of DC. The monument, and then all the museums, and of course the White House and the Capitol building, all of that. That's what people say with DC. But not far from there is where everything else is. Sculpt? Yeah, sculpt. Okay. Uh, all right, so we're gonna style this into a triangle. It's probably similar to LA. Yeah, that's a big place. I was born in San Bernardino, I think it was. I think that's how you say it. I was born there, in Victorville. I don't really remember going there, but I was told that I was in that area at some point. I just don't really remember a lot about it. Only been there for a few years, and then we moved around the country from there. But I was originally born on the West Coast. And we're just gonna take this and try to get a little bit of a triangular shape. Yeah, I have very very bits and pieces of it, but it's not. I was very young. I was very young when we left. Especially in the '80s too, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it was, but if I have to, I only have history and, well, current, not current, but formerly current, I guess contemporary history and mainstream media to go off of here as far as how it was back then. It's probably worse now though. There's a lot of issues there. I heard there was a fire that has not gone out even during the winter. Like the wildfires just kept burning year round. It was somebody who, it was a woman. They just convicted her. What was she doing? I don't know. She claims that she was trying to boil some water or something like that. Sambino was terrible. Now it had to be worse. Yeah, probably. Like I have no clue how things are over there. No clue. No clue whatsoever. I just know that a lot of well-known people are leaving that place, so it must be pretty bad. Well, the state as a whole, anyway. To be honest, you would know more about California fires than me. We're always on fire. Yeah, I thought they would at least go out. They got a whole they're taking prisoners. They got a program where they just take prison like non-violent convicted prisoners and put them and staff them in fire houses and have them go fight the fire for like a fraction of the pay of an actual firefighter. But some of them do, when they do get out of prison, they do become firefighters. So I mean, I guess that's fine. But If you want a shorter sentence, you can do that. You can enter that program. They take I think it's for every day you're fighting a fire, they take 2 days off of your sentence, and you get paid. So I mean, I guess on paper, it's when you don't factor in how much you're being paid compared to an actual firefighter, that sounds like I don't know, an option. We'll say that. Oh, no wonder I'm using inflate. How about we just yeah, we were trying to inflate this. I had to go back a little bit. I'm sorry about that. I kind of messed up. What I wanted to do was grab. They kind of look similar, besides, one's blue and one's yellow. Yeah, that's one way to keep the prison pop down. Yeah. Yeah, some lady was out there, and she says she was trying to boil some groundwater or something so she could drink it. She was camping or something, and but they said that she was like a suspect in other arson things, and the fire that she started has not gone down, and like it's still burning in some way, and she displaced a lot of people as a result. I mean, it's no gender reveal party, but still, it's pretty. Like, I think she was like one of the worst uh offenders of starting things, catching things on fire to date. So she might be a little bit worse. So we're getting the shape here, slowly but surely. We're trying to win it. We want to take these ridges out. The gender reveal one hurt. Yeah, it happens a lot, doesn't it? That's yeah. Just say it's a boy or a girl. Why even why the whole you want to blow people up? You want to blow them up? Crashing planes? It's like, come on, man. Just tell your friends over the phone. You don't have to spend any money on fireworks. You don't even need a party. Just tell them. Just tell them, hey, look, hey, here's the awesome sound. Just post a picture if you want. You don't have to burn anything. You don't have to kill anyone or yourselves, maim, whatever. I don't get it, but it's a thing. Somebody saw someone do it and then they did it, and then now they're trying to, upstage the last person who did it for some reason. Even though that person will never probably ever meet your baby or anything like that. I want a little bit more room. We want to get a little bit more of the undershirt here, so let's widen it. That's too California, yeah. It's gonna happen again. Fourth of July is coming up, so just be prepared for a sideways fight facing firework. Be prepared. It's gonna happen somewhere. That's almost good. That's almost good. I'm gonna get a little bit more here. Maybe a little bit deeper. So where I live, the Fourth of July isn't a big deal. Oh, okay, that's good. There was a time where people, were considerate and modest about fireworks, but oh man, Chinese New Year. Oh, that's in January, right? Chinese New Year. What year is it? What year is it? This year or and the year coming up? I think I was, if I count the whole thing, I think I'm a wood ox. That's a very, you can really pinpoint what my year is. I'm a wood ox. I'm not something I'm not something like a dragon or a tiger or something like that, or a snake or something. But I guess oxes are okay. They're pretty tough. You can't just kill an ox. They can kill you. Okay, the year of the dragon. Yeah, I don't get to be a dragon. I'm a wood ox. I can't be a fire dragon or a I don't know, a wind snake or something cool. No, I'm okay. I'm okay with it. At least I'm not a pig, right? A rock pig. That's not so bad, I guess. A rock pig. Fire pig would be cool. They don't have thunder, right? No, it's just earth, air, fire, water, right? And wood, or no wood. I guess wood is earth, right? Earth rat. Yeah, that's like a normal rat, right? Earth rat. Yeah, I'm a wood ox. Interesting stuff. I don't really know much more about that other than the animal and the element, but that's as far as I looked into it. I think my brother has a cooler one. Okay, let me see. Wood ox is pretty good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm actually okay with it. I guess everybody wants to be a dragon or a tiger, right? Because those are the ones you hear about more. But yeah, I'm okay with wood ox. Wood ox is all right. So I just want to get rid of some of these spikes here, but I think we have achieved what we want to pull this up. Actually, can I pull this back? Yes, I can. Can I pull this up? Why, certainly. Get this a little less rugged. We want to make this a more uniform line because we are going to mask a collar around it. I hope that the low poly will allow us to do that. Well, if it doesn't, it's fine. We could just do with it what we're doing with this collar now, the inside of the collar. I'm not going to do anything to the back, but we can mask the shape of the collar and it's not. Well, I don't know. I guess it's a lapel. I don't know if that's a thing on a shirt like this, but this lapel shape we can mask that too. All right, so we're just gonna keep going with the we don't need any more space there. I think that's good as far as the shape. And then we can add the cargo pockets. Well, that's all gonna be like the final portion of the clothes. I think we're gonna do the collar and then we're gonna do the belt and the straps. But yeah, we're getting there. Slowly but surely getting there. I want to see what color the t-shirt is. I have a reference of white t-shirts and shirts that match the color of the rest of the olive drab uniform. I think I'm just gonna stay with olive drab, but because I don't think it really matters, we can always just not have them wear the shirt. You put some like hamburger meat there. It's a hot place, so maybe they don't need an undershirt. But it's options. Option is there. If you don't want to draw the shirt, I could draw it. If I don't want to draw the shirt, I could just take that off and just have them just wear just this over a bare body or something. It's very insignificant details to be honest, but I have that option to do it if I want. Okay. All right, so we got the basic shape of our shirt here. Hey, little bass guy, you're just in time for the end. I'm sorry about that. I'm actually about to stop. Sorry about that. But I hope you're having a good afternoon now. We're 9 minutes past noon. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We were actually about to stop, but we got ourselves a shirt. Um, oh yeah, hey, if you guys want to know anything, if you have any interest in photography, um, that's all I've seen. I know you've mentioned 3D and gaming also. Oh yeah, that's no problem. A little basic. I mean, I understand. I had to actually started a little late again today because I had to redo all of my I had to update my driver because I over the weekend I updated my driver to I think the May 31st version for my graphics driver, and it was making my monitor and my tablet the driver kept restarting, and if that happens it'll crash Blender. And they just came out with a driver today, so I wanted to test it. So I upgrade instead of rolling back, I upgraded to the newest driver, and it seems to be fine as far as I know. But I thought I had a loose thing, a loose connection somewhere because it kept doing it. Like it did it like 3 times yesterday. After I stopped like it did it once before I started the stream, and then like twice after. It didn't do it at all during the stream. So I thought maybe it was just a loose connection. But then when I fired it up today to start streaming, and I took and made my tablet a second monitor, it did it again like immediately. So and the only thing that I've changed so far is the driver. And right now this my RGB is off for one of my fans. That's weird too. I have to take a look and see, make sure everything is okay with my system. I think because I did a restart when I updated the driver, and I guess maybe that light didn't come on. But that has nothing to do with anything really. Everything's cool. We got a shirt here, and we're going to tomorrow. I think I'm going to mask out the collar, the load bearing equipment, and we're going to style the shirt around that. Oh, thanks, low base guy. Yeah, this is what we got. So the shirts are way easier than pants. I'll tell you that right now. It just happens. Pants they just fall off usually and fall into the void, but shirts seem you probably can get it 1 and 2 tries. Even though I didn't even touch the pants. I regenerated another set of pants when I was doing the shirt, and those pants didn't come on right. Like this pants leg right here just wouldn't wrap around. I don't know, but since we had the pants done already, it wasn't a big deal. For some reason, when I generate a shirt, it generates another pair of pants. Yeah, I think I know what happened too. I think when I regenerated the second pair of pants, I didn't wrap them around like I did the shirt. That's probably what happened, but no big deal. We got a shirt. We're gonna do the collar tomorrow. We're gonna do LBE, and then we're gonna do the pockets, and then I think the clothes should be good. We got the back as close as we could, but since it's just for reference, it should be fine. But that's tomorrow's plan. Okay, I want to thank everyone who stopped by today on the stream. Need to generate some new pants. I cleaned something with bleach without even thinking. I put the bleach towel in the hamper with my. Oh no! Yeah, very bad for colors. All right, realness. I'll check you out. If you guys decide to stop by, this is I'll see you then. Okay. Thank you for watching the VOD and on YouTube. And yep, I'll see you next time. Okay. Have a great rest of your day.